All right, ready to get started? I have some peppermint oil with me, so I was feeling a little down and out today, so I put a bit of peppermint, 1 drop in my hand, rubbed it around, put it on the top of my roof of my mouth, and then rub that on the back of my throat, neck. Rub these hands together and breathe that in. Gives you kind of a head rush, but it kind of rejuvenates your body and gets you ready. So we're doing a different warm-up today, just to kind of vary things a little bit. We're going to step close. Oh yeah, we need some music. Let's get some music on here. I think we usually do this to the oldies. That's some good music, okay? I don't always go to the music because it's fast, and everybody moves at their own speed. Clap in front and then behind. So you're stretching your shoulders, waking up your body. Just one more way to wake up. Clap in front and above your head. There you go. Stretch up as high as you can get. Try to be symmetrical. If you can, watch yourself in at least a mirror. Okay, all three. Above head, in front, behind, in front. Above head, in front, behind, in front. Okay, so your arms should be feeling pretty warm. Let's start working on the legs. Okay, so you're going to kick your own behind. Lift your heel behind you. Kick your own behind. So I'm a side view. I keep my thighs parallel to each other. And I lift my heel up. Adding in the arms, squeeze your shoulder blades back. There you go. Squeeze your shoulder blades back. This is your warm-up, so it's not terribly hard, but the more you squeeze the muscles, the more you'll be pumped up and ready for your workout. Let's go 2 over to this side. Go twice. 1, 2. 1, 2. Good. You can always make this a little more by bouncing a little bit more in between. Up to you. Or just nice and simple. We're going to go 4 times to this side. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 times here. 2, 3, 4 again. Squeeze your heel towards your bottom. Get that quad stretched. Step close again. Okay, next one is going to be a kick in front. Okay, so you're kicking in front, kick, kick. Just flick it off the end of your foot. Let all the tension from your upper thigh kind of slide off the edge of your foot. Okay, now you're going to practice stepping behind. It's called a curtsy. Okay? I like to kind of put my arms out like I've got the queen in front of me. If you do this right, you got your hips facing forward and you feel a stretch in the hip that's in the front. Okay, so try not to let your hips move. Keep them facing forward. Now add it into the kick. All right, I'll show you. You're going to kick and curtsy. Kick and curtsy. One more here. Change sides. Kick and curtsy. Kick and curtsy. Now we're going to double kick when we change sides next time, all right? So double kick here. 1, 2, change sides. Kick and curtsy. Kick and curtsy. 2 more. Double kick and change sides. Kick and curtsy. Again, this can be a nice high kick if you're feeling like you really want to get going. Or it can be nice and gentle. Last time, double kick and just step close. Okay, so it's sort of a standard warm-up we have for our fitness classes. It gets you going. Okay, little arms now. Palms are facing forward and I'm wiggling. We're going to go small, medium, large. Okay, my hands are right here by my sides. My weight is in my heels. You'll find that a lot of times your weight is toward the ball of your foot. You're using your anterior of your body. Try to push it towards the heels. Start to feel your butt kick in. Make it medium. Now, if I'm not tightening my core right now, my body would sway, right? So try to keep your body nice and still. Your arms go as much forward as they go back. Now make it large. Take them as high as you can get. Swirl them around. You can take any range that you need, whatever's comfortable. Now this one, I'm letting my shoulder blades roll forward and roll back. Right, really lubricating the shoulder. You might hear a few little cricks. Try the other direction. Come up behind you with your thumbs, then dive your thumbs down. You're adding in a little bit of rotation of the humerus in the socket now. Thumbs behind you, thumbs down. Good. Again, if you have a mirror in front of you, you're going to be able to see when one arm is going a little higher than another. I have a tendency to raise my right shoulder kind of like that, so I have to watch myself in the mirror. Medium now. We already had thumbs up, so this time my thumbs are down. You see how my thumbs are down? I've still got as much forward as I got back. My belly button's pulled in. Good. And now your last one, small. Wiggle, 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 nice and small. Tighten every muscle in your body. Try to hold it nice and still. 3, 2, 1. Shake that out. Okay, we're going to start with a little sit to stand, okay? This is going to progress. If sitting to stand is already hard for you, you can just take 2 or 3 rounds of 10 and move on. Otherwise, for those that want to get a little bit more, each set of 10, I'm going to make it a little harder. Sit to stand. Good. Sitting your behind back, right? The key to this is not letting your knees go any far further than your toes. Sitting back. If you're nervous, you can always put a wall behind you, or you see you're kind of aiming your behind to touch the wall. That way if you fall backwards, you're okay. All right, next set of 10, you're gonna squat and then kick. Okay, again, this is a little more difficult. Don't feel like you have to do it. You can just rest. Take another set of 10 in your own time. That's 5 kicks. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, third round of 10. I'm going to add in a backward lunge. Okay, so I'm going to backward lunge. Okay, and then we'll go straight to the forward kick. Backward lunge, forward kick. Okay, you can always step your foot here and then kick, right? If you need a little more balance. This is stepping up. Every single one is a little harder. Okay, I'm watching myself, trying not to veer from one side to another. How about 3 more? Good. Other side. Step back, lunge, forward kick. Back lunge, forward kick. Trying to go around my wire for the mic here. Good, and I'm trying not to wobble, right? So this is really working my balance. You can see my heart rate's up, it's a little harder to breathe. If I want to get my heart rate really up, arms above the head. 3, 2, 1. All right, so that took you through some squats. Same thing, anytime your heart rate wants to go up, let's say you're doing cardiovascular, lift those arms up. So even your sit to stand would be overhead. All right, same thing, but we're going to go to the sides. So we start with the basic, up and down. And you can just stay with this, if this is how you feel comfortable. My knees are angled out. I'm rolling to the outside of my foot. I'm trying to stay up and down like I'm going straight down a wall. So from the side, trying to go straight up and down a wall. It's tempting to do this. That's too easy. Hold it up. All right, that's about 10. I said we're going to make it harder, right? Okay, so after you do your little squat, you're going to push over, side kick. Squat, side kick. Good, it takes a lot of balance. If you want, you can use a little chair in front of you. Or you can just stay with the first version. Okay, surely that's about 10. All right, now we're making it a little harder now. My feet are going to be facing forward. I'm gonna lunge out, feet facing forward, knee forward, then kick. Out and kick. You could also go out and back in. You can go out and arms overhead, get that heart rate up. Notice I'm facing forward. I'm not gonna look down to the floor, but my foot is facing forward too. Don't let it veer out, not on this one. Okay, so you're going down, maybe a kick. Down takes a lot of balance. Feel free to use a chair in front of you. Try some of the harder moves with a little chair till you feel better. All right, other side. Surely that's 10. You can see it's hard for me to count and do this. I'm trying for as much control as possible. That's why I don't really care what the music's doing. I gotta go my own pace. I like the music though. We did oldies today, so you get a little change up. How many is that? Come on, who's counting for me? I'm hoping we're at about 6. Toe forward, lunging with a straight leg, keeping my chest up. 2 more. Last one. All right, shake that out. So we got you wide. Okay, we worked a little bit of this. We're gonna try one more kind of side kick, curtsy, and then I tilt my hips and I kick to the side. So when I curtsy, I'm stretching this buttock as long as my hips are forward. And then I kick, I'm tilting using that same buttock. Curtsy, kick. I tilt my whole body. You can see my red top tilting. I'm using this butt cheek, stretching it, then using it. It doesn't really matter how high. You could even tap out, right? As long as I'm weight bearing on that front leg all the time, it doesn't matter. You can hang on to a chair in front of you. Tell me we're at 7. My left butt cheek is burning, baby. All right, other side. Cross behind and a side kick. Okay? Again, same theory. If this is too difficult, tap it out. Curtsy and tap. Try to get the hips to tilt though on this one so that you can use this butt cheek. Okay? If you want your heart rate, you're gonna drop and lift. Right? Try to get that tilt in. Tilt. Now for most people, this is pretty hard on balance, so make sure balance isn't your biggest issue. Just hang on if it is. Otherwise, you'll lose the emphasis that we're trying to get on your butt cheek. 2 more. Last one. All right, my legs feel pretty good. We're gonna finish with just a little bit of a push off for your calf. Okay, so pushing off. I want you to feel like you're pushing off forward. Right, I'm gonna warm up that calf and watch your first toe. If you're like me and anybody else with bunions or anything in the big toe where it veers toward the other toes, you're gonna wanna toe out. I need to make sure your toe stays forward and you're literally pushing off with the ball of the foot and the first toe. This leg is straight, okay? The practice is in that foot, okay? It's not terribly hard. It's more about mechanics so that you're ready to go with a nice straight foot. Trade sides. Push off. So this leg is straight and the other foot is pushing me off. If I need to hang on right now, that's fine. But really try to get accurate in the first toe push off. This is what you do when you walk, but usually you don't think that hard. All right, shake it out. Now, if you're like me, you're feeling like pretty warmed up. I'm a little hot, wishing I didn't turn the heater on, but my arms and my core don't feel like they've had too much yet. So we're gonna do a little bit more of the planks that we've done in the past. I'm gonna change the camera to be down on the floor. If this is your first time, I want you to do it on a counter, something high. I suppose you can see me on this bookcase. The bookcase isn't very steady, but something like this. You can do your work here nice and high. That'll be easier. I do have a chair here. I think we'll just do it here. Yeah, you can see the chair. All right, this would be a second level, to be on a chair. If you already have done this before with me, go straight on the floor. All right, and try this from the floor. All right, this is also nice for the wrists. So if I have any wrist issue, which is usually normal when you just start out with Pilates neck and wrist issues, try to keep your hand as straight as possible, or grab a dumbbell or something else so that you can keep a straight wrist. All right, I'm going to try to push my body forward with my toes and come back. I'm pushing off with my toes. It might not be far, depends on how much tension you have in your Achilles, but I'm pushing off. With my arms, I want to feel like I'm pulling my body forward, like I'm pulling my body. I'm a rocket, and my head is going to go straight forward into that chair. I save my exhale for the part when it's hard, when I push forward. All right, we're going to add in another portion now. So after I come back to the normal, I'll go to my downward dog. This might also look like a platform or a table if you're a little higher in the hands. Come back to my plank and push that rocket forward. Back, tabletop, plank, rocket, plank, table or downward dog, plank, rocket. Notice I pause at each one. I want to get the shape right. It's all about the shape you make, because your body will compensate if it can and make life easier for you. But that's not why you're doing this video, is it? You want to make exercise harder for you so real life can actually be easier. All right, hold it here. You a little tired? If you're tired, go ahead and step in and give yourself a little break, right? If you're not tired, don't give yourself a break. All right, we're going to practice lifting one leg up and back down, other leg. Do you see my butt lifting? Hopefully not. You may see the gluteal muscle a little bit bigger, but what I don't want is the butt lifting. Okay, not right now. All right. If this feels okay for you, your feet were nice and narrow, try it a little wider. You're not going to let your body move, but you're going to lift. This is exponentially harder. Okay, so my feet are wider, it's harder to not shift your body. If this is too hard, go back to narrow. All right, we're making it harder. You don't have to, you can just hold this too and take a break when you need it. Knee to opposite elbow. My shape may change a little. That's okay. To get that knee to the elbow, I have to change a little bit. But then I find my flat again. Curl, flat. Curl, flat. Good. I'm pulling my shoulder blades down towards my pockets. In class, we call this pits to pockets, right? Okay. Goodness, I hope that's 10. I'm sweating a storm. Give it a little break. Rest. Okay, we're going to finish this warm-up with some arms. All right? If I'm tired, my hands will be nice and high, maybe even on the wall. I'm going to do a push-up wide, wide, and then narrow. 5 each, then repeat, okay? So wide, shoulder blades are pushed apart, and I go down. I'm only going to go as low as I can keep my shoulder blades apart. If my shoulder blades come together near my spine, I've already given up. Okay, that should be about 5. Okay, now we're going to do narrow. These are harder. Okay, so remembering, the higher up I am, the easier. Down on the ground, the harder. You can also put your knees down if you need it. If my knees were down, you see how this works? This is a nice way to start off getting the right shape. Okay, so you're trying for 5 and 5. Rest, do 5 and 5 again. While you're doing them, I showed you different ways of doing it. This is pretty hard, and I'm working hard. So if I got too hard, I'm gonna put my knees down, right? I can still do a really good job of getting my shoulders pushed apart. Okay, so from the outside, I want you to see my shoulder blades. They're pushed apart, right? I don't let them squeeze in. I keep them pushed apart for all of the push-up. Then you try your narrow, same thing. Don't let them squeeze in. If you let them squeeze in, you've given up. There's no giving up. All right, surely you finished your last set of 5. You're ready to end this warm-up. I know it feels like a workout, but sometimes this is all you're gonna get, right? Maybe you gotta go cook, you gotta run somewhere. So take it, use it, and start another video if you're ready for another 15 minutes. Breath in, reach up, let your arms melt down, and roll down, 1 vertebrae at a time. Pause at the bottom, breathe in, and roll back up. All right, thank you. See you soon.